Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com, or Linktree at King Simon the Numero Beta. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numerovation for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now. On Sunday, October 9th in Stone Mountain Village from 2 to 7 p.m., Papa Ashwa Kwesi and the Red Pillar will be in Stone Mountain. Get your tickets through Linktree / King Simon the Numero Beta, or text now at 347-496-1022. Get your tickets now. It's the Numerovational session with King Simon. Text your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022, and get my books on Amazon now. Hey, remember, you can get my books also through Linktree.
That's right. You can get my books also via Linktree. Okay, family. Okay. This is going to be a special broadcast today. Yes, it's going to be a special broadcast today. So, actually, I'm broadcasting the 10th anniversary of this documentary that I'm about to show you. It's something that myself and Turtle Gang produced, and many others helped me out. So I want y'all to sit back, lay back. If you've never seen this documentary and promotion that I produced in 2012, we're celebrating 10 years. We want to remind people, of course, and that's of the book, no promotion is bad promotion. All publicity is good publicity. Just spell my name right. So just want to remind people, coming up is this brother here, Red Pill, will be on tomorrow, Wednesday, October the 5th at 9 p.m. Make sure y'all tune in, because you know he's speaking at the major event this coming Sunday, opening for Brother Ashwa Kwesi. Don't forget, on October the 6th, we have Dr. Alicia Rockland coming in at 9 p.m. talking about relationship, narcissism, and all that good stuff with special guests, Majeda Majade, superstar journalist, writer, activist, and so much more. Don't forget, also, coming up, we got, on that particular day, also, Adara Moselle is doing the Touchless Orgasm. I think she's doing Touchless Orgasm online and in person. So make sure you hit her up at adaramoselle.com. That's adaramoselle.com, or hit her up at Adara on Instagram. That's at Adara on Instagram. Make sure you hit her up. And don't forget, of course, October the 9th, we're going to have Baba Ashwa Kwesi Sunday, October the 9th, 2 to 7, with Red Pill opening up. High Heels will be doing the libation. And don't forget, we might have the music by DJ Madaraka. We have a few more vending space left. No more food vendors, please. No more drink vendors. We do have food and drinks already, so make sure you text me at 347-496-1022. If you want to get the tickets, you may go to my Linktree. Go to my Linktree if you want those tickets. These are my Linktree. That's Linktree / King Simon the Numero Beta. That's Linktree / King Simon the Numero Beta. All right? And don't forget, if you're in town, make sure you go to the Royal Chambers and link up with Red and Blue right now. They should be over there right now. They got the Taco Tuesday, so big up to the Vegan Taco Tuesdays over there at 49 Bennett Street, Northwest in Atlanta, Georgia. All right. Big up to the new sponsor in the building. The website is iampublishing.com. Make sure you hit up Young God _235 at I Am Publishing. Also at IG at I Am Publishing. Make sure you get the new book. I Am. That's right. Supercharge your imagination with affirmation that will open in your mind to infinite possibility by Joshua Selden. So big up to Joshua Selden doing great work. He's a new sponsor here, so big up to that. Let me turn down the music a little. Let me turn down the music a little so people can hear me. All right, so big up to Joshua Selden. He is going to be our sponsor for the month in the building. Also, don't forget, we just spoke to the one, the only one on IG, Kemi on IG, Ankara fashion show is happening on October 22nd in Lauderdale, Florida. So make sure you go to my beautiful sister's website, Chic and Prince, that Chic and Prince website. Hit them up. Don't forget, November the 26th, we have the one, the only tribute to Dr. Sabi with KT to Arts Degree. Victor Bowman and Mr. G will be in the building. And don't forget also, Cosmic Alignment one-day workshop is going to be happening in Florida on Sunday, December the 4th in Fort Lauderdale. That's Fort Lauderdale. King Simon presents his 27th celebration in promotion and production, and that's what we're going to be talking about momentarily. Big up to my man, the one, the only, brother, Professor Griff. This is his new book. Make sure you support his book. Hit him up, 678-557-2919. And big up to teesandtings.com. That's teesandtings.com. Get your statement tees for vegans. Statement tees for vegans. Make sure you get them now. And don't forget, we got a special going on, 10-minute pre-recorded session with producer and co-promoter and co-producer, the one, the only E-Toy, and from two perspectives, a male and female perspective. So make sure you come on out and do it from October 1st all the way to November 1st. Don't wait till the last minute to book. We ain't playing. We record every Wednesdays and usually on Sundays. So it is what it is unless we're doing something. So please get ready to book and let's do what we got to do. Look up to Lloyd Strayhorn, lloyd-strayhorn.com. That's lloyd-strayhorn.com. Make sure you hit him up at lloyd-strayhorn.com. Make sure you salute my brother and get all his books and take all his classes. Don't forget, Udemy got my class also, udemy.com. That's udemy.com. Numerovation is the only word up there. Numerovation. All you have to do is go to udemy.com and put in the word numerovation, and you get my introductory class right there. And if you want the full course meal, all you have to do is go to this 8-hour raw. Text me at 347-496-1022, and I'll send you the links after you do what you have to do. This book is on sale on Amazon right now, Numerovation for Mental Stability. And don't forget, no promotion is bad promotion. No, numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important. It's also making it manifest. If you want to book a session with me now, you can text me at full number 347-496-1022, 347-496-1022. And don't forget the content disclaimer. I'm just going to show it right now. I'm just going to show it. Content disclaimer, copyright disclaimer. All right, so we're going to get ready for the show. We're going to share screen, and we're going to make it happen right here and right now. Let me see if I can present the screen. Let's share screen right now. Okay. Boom. Let's share screen. And let me remove that. Yes. And let me remove me. And this is what we're going to be doing. Let me turn off the music. And after this commercial break, one more time, we're going to run this commercial, and then we going in after that.
On Sunday, October 9th in Stone Mountain Village from 2 to 7 p.m., Papa Ashwa Kwesi and the Red Pillar will be in Stone Mountain. Get your tickets through Linktree/King Simon the Numerator, or text now at 347-496-1022. Get your tickets now. It's the Numerovational session with King Simon. Text your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022, and get my books on Amazon now. Hey, remember you can get my books also through Linktree. Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com or Linktree at King Simon the Numero Beta. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numerovation for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Number are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now.
Greetings. This book is livicated to the divine creative forces of the universe, my ancestors, modern and ancient, and most of all, my family, from my grandmothers, my grandfathers, my mother, my father, the family that loves me, the friends that love me, those that I've met over the years, and those that have inspired me over the years. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love, and I hope you enjoy the book as well as the documentary. Peace and love.
What good is a party or an event or product if no one knows about it?
Promotions is second to nothing.
Promotion these days should come, I would say, very easy compared to back in the days. Now you have the internet.
We really have to see the relevance of marketing and promoting the product and really being professional about it.
So you start from that premise, you start from that intention of how you want to get the word out about your product, your party, your concert.
Brother King Simon is one that does, he exploits alternative routes. You know what I'm saying? That's what brothers ain't doing, he'll do it. You know what I mean? And that makes not only a statement, but it sets a standard.
Simon is like a little brother to me. I known Simon for over 20-something years now. And when I know Simon was on the radio. And it evolves in the reggae fraternity as time went on. Then he went on to doing television. And the name kind of kept changing to Simon Templar, things like that. Now, Simon also hosts the largest reggae concerts in North America. And I'll take back that chat because it's true, right? And they do a wonderful job. And that name again start to evolve again, and the name changing again to King Simon.
Come on. Yeah. Uh-huh. What? My brother is on the drums. Oh my God, I'm serious.
King Simon is very versatile. Wear many different hats. I remember a few years back, he invited me to a comedy show at Brooklyn College, where Oliver Samuel, the #1 comedian out of Jamaica, and he invited me to come and watch the play. And you wouldn't believe who opened that show for this #1 comedian. I was shocked. No other than King Simon. Didn't even know he did comedy.
So it all started for me right here, man. It's one of my cousins here, man. This is one of the infamous cousins. What's up, my brother? How you doing? Good to see you.
All right, what's up, y'all?
What's going on? Well, no promotion is bad promotion. Like I said, this is where it all started for me as a young child and watching one of my mentors or guides in this thing, that my cousin here, Rob, and of course my father, of course, was his
his guy back in the day.
That's
So
right.
and, and this matter of fact, this was my grandmother's house. Actually, it still is. I still consider it my grandmother's house.
Yeah,
This
for the
is
whole family.
for the whole family. It's a
Yeah.
family, and this is where all the family met up. This is where we had our parties, our functions, and all this type of stuff.
The family interacted at.
Exactly.
Yes,
and
yes.
I remember when everybody used to live in this building, this house right here. So I'm
438.
438.
Still standing.
It's still standing. It's looking
So,
good,
uh-huh.
And I'm glad that him and Trudy refurbished it and hooked it up and did what they had to do to make it happen and kept it in the family. That's
Right.
the important part.
That's
Now
right.
this brother here is
Okay.
an awesome promoter.
Yeah, okay,
Back
yeah.
in the day.
I heard that.
You know,
I heard that.
And I always call out his name when it comes to this, because if it wasn't because of him and watching him what he did, he was the first person I seen mixed with 4 turntables. First person I seen here in Brooklyn mixed with 4 back in the day,
back in the
building speakers, building amplifiers. My father used
Building
to build
equipment,
amplifiers. They
yeah.
used to build speakers though,
Yeah.
and he took that gauntlet and ran with
Yeah, I learned it from his father.
it.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then he learned it from me.
Yeah, that's what it is. And now I'm just chilling.
Mhm.
Now,
Yeah.
Ralph, tell us about back in those days of promotion when you was doing promotion and also watching my father doing promotion.
Yeah, well, in the family, we was always just like entertainment oriented all the time. And not only that, as children, we was always curious.
Yes.
So coming from the Caribbean and coming up here, you know what I'm saying, we just loved everything that was different. We used to say stateside, anything American, you know what I'm saying? We didn't see it as a bad thing or anything. It was just anything American. So we either emulated it, copied it, or wanted to improve to it. So when we saw clubs and things like that, when we heard music, we introduced reggae music. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of American music up here. I remember your father was one of the first to springboard reggae, even before that ska. I believe it was ska. He opened up a club. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm gonna do it my way. Instead of waiting for somebody, we did it ourselves. That's what Jamaicans do. If Jamaican doesn't have a BMW, he'll get something close to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He'll
BMS.
make it. Yeah, whatever it is, he'll make it. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
If he doesn't have a bike, he'll make something else. If he doesn't have shoes, he'll use ties from trucks and make sandals.
Right.
So that's how we were. Jamaicans are very industrious people, and I'm glad that we're part of that legacy.
Yeah.
So
grew
I
up in
got that from my father. I got that from my uncle, which is his father,
Uncle Curly
and Uncle Curly, Lord please, man. And we just emulated that. We always wanted to do for self. The whole thing about it wasn't about money or anything like that, or wanting to get rich or successful, or being a part of the corruption thing. Dealing in corruption. I believe that's easy to do.
Right.
It's a dime a dozen. We just wanted to do for self.
That's right.
And do what we like to do.
And like I mentioned in the book, my family's always been business oriented. Always been busy. Entrepreneurs, spirit was all through them, man. And not, like I said, like learning from him being a DJ and also running his little business that he was going on. And of course, my father running that, running his little business, his little club, his lounge and everything. My uncle running his stores in Albany. It's always been a family on. And then the women in the family not only were strong, but they were excellent cooks or chefs. I would call them chefs, because they was excellent at doing what they did.
Yeah, the women in the family wouldn't settle for less. Put it that way.
Exactly.
That's our African roots.
That's
They
right.
just wouldn't settle for less. So the men had to have something to offer to the family.
That's right.
That's
right.
But those are like different times. We still have that today, but not as much because, of course, the television and everything, internet, TV.
Right.
I said that is something that is taking away some of that. You know what I'm saying? Some of that
family
interaction.
Right.
So hopefully this is like the first generation that is actually not raised off of the past generation of culture and history. It's basically off of what they get fed from the information world. And so we'll see what happens with this generation.
Franklin Avenue in Brooklyn, Crown Heights, Brooklyn, Franklin Avenue, Eastern Parkway. I started my promotional career inside the Ansar Law community, which is now called Nuwaubian Nation or Nuwaubian Movement, under Dr. York, Malachi York, or Imam Isa back in those days. But what we used to do is set up, or we used to give out pamphlets or sell pamphlets on the trains, incense, oils, and all types of stuff. But Franklin Avenue was my main area because I used to live around here.
My grandmother wasn't so far, and I just love the people and the energy and the vibe around here. A lot of people that comes through this train station, I may know them from when I was younger, or a lot of them wasn't born yet, but Franklin Avenue was the spot, right near Mega Evans. That's where we had a good time. All the police knew me from doing many things. As a matter of fact, I ran into a good police officer friend of mine named Turnbull just the other day from the 32nd Precinct right upstairs here. This is where I used to do my promotion. He said, I'm still doing my thing, but I'm doing it in different ways. What I do is learn to reinvent myself. When I used to set up a table, I had all the books and all the oils of the ancestral community, and now I promote my own stuff. So sometimes I'm on this train station, but remember, doing train promotion is very tricky because you got to follow codes, laws, or you might have to talk to a station manager, and sometimes they consider it solicited unless it's religious paraphernalia. So what we try to do is change the wording on our flyers sometimes. Sometimes you put love gift, or you put donation, or you got to be very careful of promoting on the streets or promoting at train stations or buses. I try to hit and quit. If you're very inventive or creative, you can do whatever you want in a system like this, whether you're here in New York or you're in Atlanta, Georgia, wherever you may be, you know how you got to know the laws and codes. As a matter of fact, I discussed that in my book. No promotion is bad promotion. Knowing the laws and codes of your particular city or town. New York, I learned the laws and promotions and codes, but I learned how to maneuver around them just in case, especially while going inside trains. Very important, because what I do is try to make sure that everybody hear what I'm saying, know what I'm doing. I'm not just begging for anything. I'm just giving out information and sharing it with information because our people nowadays are dying because of the lack of knowledge. And one thing I've learned throughout my life, as juvenile and all that, our children are doing what they're doing because they are ignorant of what's happening, who they are and what they are. So our first battle is with the people and trying to really bring them to the information. Our battle is not with the people, but with the ignorance of the people and try to bring them to knowledge of self. Beautiful place. I used to be here all the time. This is the place I used to be at. I used to be over here all the time, selling, giving up. And this is the place that I used. But one thing I learned that we are battling with the bad foods over there. So 90% of my promotion is about health. 90% about my promotion. The other stuff is metaphysics. It may be Moorish, it may be metaphysics, it may be whatever. I might bring in the Phil Valentine, the Dr. Valentine's, Dr. Africa, Polite, or various other people. But the battle is with the food that we're getting in our community. And once you see me talk on the train, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Because like Brother Polite said, food has become WMDs, or weapons of mass destruction. The chemicals in there, the processed foods are destroying our people. So it's so important for me to promote this because at 14, I received this information through the 5% Nation. Then from there, I went to the Ansar community. Then from there, I went to the Nation of Islam, trying to keep my discipline and stay focused. And that's why I tell people inside my book, as I wrote in the book, that our children need some form of guidance, some type of camaraderie to love one another, to help one another. So it's so important that we do that. So this is what it's all about. We're here at Franklin Avenue where I started at. I love this station. I love this area because I know I've been here since I was young. As a matter of fact, I grew up around the Jewish hospital. They done turned that into a condominium. And this is where I started all my promotional career as far as doing conscious stuff within the community under Dr. Malachi Z. York at that time, or Imam Isa at that time, but now known as Dr. Malachi Z. York. So enough respect to people that are tuning in. And if you're going to do train promotions, be careful, know the laws, and make sure you move quick and fast and be aware because remember, your work is important. It's a mission that we're on, especially if you're doing consciousness. Peace.
This is a Manhattan bound for Express. The next stop is Atlantic Avenue.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? My name is King Simon, formerly of WWRL Radio and WLIB. What I do is conduct different seminars and workshops throughout our community on showing you how to cure yourself naturally by going to the herbs which are the healing of the nation. Now, a lot of us don't know that the genetically modified foods are really gathering in our systems and destroying our systems. So what we do is show you how to identify with these genetically modified foods. Now, if you go to any of your bodegas and any of your shops, you look at those vegetables and fruits and you see an adhesive strip on it with 4 numbers or maybe 5. If it begins with the number 3 or 4, that means it's been chemically induced or dangerous pesticides has been used on those fruits or vegetables. If it begins with a number 8, that means those foods are genetically modified. If it begins with a number 9, that means it's organic. Now, let me tell you something. Some of these so-called organic organizations and companies have been compromised, and they're saying that it's organic, but it's really not. So what we try to show you how to do is to grow your own food in your backyard, on your windowsill, how to do sprouting. So what I have is a health revival for our survival. I got Dr. Sadie's former wife. I got Queen Afua coming in to do a panel discussion on your health and how to cure diseases naturally. Don't let them fool you. AIDS, herpes, and all these so-called uncurable diseases have been cured, but the money is not in the cure. The money is in the mess. So they want to keep you sick, so they can keep on having pills. You keep on taking pills and medicine all the way until you die. I have a grandmother that came from Jamaica, came here at the age of 77. She died with a bunch of pills on her table. My grandfather, who was a friend of Marcus Garvey, 102 years old today in Jamaica, grows his own food, does still walk and doing his thing. He is 102. They try to give him a colon exam and try to say that he was bleeding. He said he's not going to take no operation. He went straight to the aloe plant, drank the aloe, and the blood stopped. What's the difference? Knowledge, information, and what you need to do for yourself as far as people that are organic. Go back to organic eating and go back to organic growing of what we did down south in the Caribbean and everywhere. Look, like I said, I conduct workshops and seminars every week or every month in our community. All you have to do is come out and check out our website. Like I said, my name is King Simon. You've heard me on WWRL LIV. I've hosted all the major shows here from Luciano, Burning Sticks, whatever. Barrett Hammond, I've done it all. Check out my website and have a great week. That's how we do it, my brother. Right here in the trains in New York City. I'm on different trains all the time. We keep it locked right here in New York. And if I'm in Georgia, I'll be on the Marta. All right? Peace.
It's very important to promote your business, because if you don't promote your business, no one's going to know what you do. So best way to do that is by displaying, definitely teaching. That's number one. You got to teach the people, so that's why we're here.
Well, it's very important, man. In this business, you know, if you're not out there doing what you need to do, promoting, nobody's listening to you, nobody's hearing you, you know.
Online, on street.
Yeah, you know, it's very hard. So promoting is very important. You know, you get to your fans, you get to direct people. This is New York City, right? People walking around, you go up to their job, you can go anywhere. Internet, I mean, everybody's always looking for the new, fresh, untapped talent. So, you know, it's very important.
No promotion is bad promotion. I got the one, the only underground network himself, Underground Rich. My man Rich from Fulton Street. How come you ain't out there no more? What's wrong with you, man?
I'm out there, brother. I'm out there. Wednesday through Saturday, I'm out
brother
there.
here, but one of my inspiration, man, and even bringing it back to the concert community. I remember when I first said I'm going to bring it into Mark and Gary, he said, you going to bring it way in there, way deep into Brooklyn? They ain't coming. This is Rich.
Yo, honestly, let me tell y'all something. Honestly, listen. This is hands down in the underground circuit I'm involved in right now. This is the best, most hard-working promoter I have met. This man is so inspiring when it comes to promoting.
I'm gonna give him the check later.
I've seen this man. Nah, no check involved. There's 4 seasons: winter, spring, summer, fall. Every season, this man is out there. Cars, train stations, buses, on the concrete floor. This man is promoting non-stop. If election's not successful.
King Charles III addresses the British Parliament for the first time as monarch. We begin today's show looking at the legacy of British colonialism in the Caribbean, where there are growing calls for reparations. The Caribbean at one point formed the heart of England's first colonial
Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com or Linktree at King Simon the Numero Beta. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numero Beta for mental stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now. On Sunday, October 9th in Stone Mountain Village from 2 to 7 p.m. Papa Ashwa Kwesi and the Red Pillar will be in Stone Mountain. Get your tickets through Linktree / King Simon the Numero Beta or text now at 347-496-1022. Get your tickets now. It's the Numerovational session with King Simon. Text your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022 and get my books on Amazon now. Hey, remember, you can get my books also through Linktree.
He doesn't stop. He goes on to the next one and keeps mowing and keeps mowing. This man is the definition of promotion.
You gotta have thick skin. Is that correct, brother?
You gotta have.
People cuss me out.
If a boxer, let me ask you, you know what makes a boxer good?
Yes, sir.
The fact that he can take a punch. If he can't take a punch, guess what? He ain't no good. He ain't gonna last.
That's right. You're right. He ain't gonna last.
This man can take a punch. He takes a punch and keeps going.
That's right.
That's what makes this man successful, and that's what's gonna make you successful. Right. You gotta keep going. No matter what punch life throws at you, you gotta keep going. And this man is the definition of that. I love this brother King Simon, inspiration.
And you know what it is? Your wife is from Jamaica. That's the yam and dumpling that keep me strong. The yam and the dumpling and the cassava leaf.
Yo, peace, y'all. Underground Railroad.
Tell me your website, Rich.
www.undergroundrailroadnet.com.
That's my brother, bro. Let's go over to Mike, too. Mike, I know you want to eat that. See what's going on.
Rich got that Jesus fish right there, boy.
Got Mike and money making Mike in the mouth for food for thought. Used to be for food for thought.
Yes, sir, yes,
Mike,
sir.
I know you got something coming up. This brother deals with promotion also, and he deals with a lot of the youth, man. Tell them the youth organization that you work with, man.
Right now, I'm working with a beautiful organization called Sankofa Community Empowerment, and I'm also working with this organization called Gina May. We're doing this program called Brother to Brother for high school students, young black men. We're going to be doing a one-day workshop. We're looking to do it October 27th. It's going to be a beautiful event. Hopefully, we can have it right here at LIU. You know, I learned a lot from this man right here, King Simon.
Non-stop.
It's no coincidence that his name is King Simon.
That's crazy.
Simon says it's going to happen, it's going to happen.
We're in Kings County with
That's
the Kings
right,
County
that's
brothers.
right. A beautiful black man right here. So the thing I love about him is because he promotes from the heart. It ain't just about putting money in his pocket.
And I don't
He
work
really
for nobody.
believes, exactly. He believes in it, in our people. He believes in himself, and it shows in the work that he does.
And like I said before, every one no is 10 yeses to me.
Yeah.
Promotion is key. Without promotion, you don't get the artist's name out. You don't get their crowd coming there. So without one, you don't have the other. Everything feeds off of each other, and it's all based on the promotions. That's the key. Right now, I have started DJing under the name of DJ Mama Lioness. I'm a strictly vinylist.
Finalist.
Yeah,
and, I'm not too, you know.
Yes, mostly roots and culture, but I do everything. And promotion is key because once I start to really go out and do everything that I need to do, a good promoter will be there to help me and push my name forward.
This girl can spin some music. When I say spin music, she can spin. So enough respect to her for many years, and I'm glad she's reinventing herself again. She's doing real estate, she do whatever to do, but she's reinventing herself to do what she loves to do. She's always loved music, right? And how important it is to do what you love to do.
Very important. Without that, it's just walking.
Give you a sound of mind.
Exactly.
With all the stress, yeah, music soothes the savage beast. See how we think?
Exactly.
I know you did. I love you. We'll talk,
Okay,
right?
yes.
Thank you. That was Lioness. No promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Everything involves promotion. Everything you see involves promotion. Everywhere you go, there's something being promoted. On the bus, there's promotion. On the walls, there's a promotion. There's banners being promoted. Everywhere you go is promotion. So do not And I repeat, do not take promotion lightly in whatever business you get into. Very important to do that.
Every flyer that you present is a potential ticket.
And our flyers is a numbers game. It's a numbers game. The more you put out, the more you get out. The more you get out of it, the more you put out. Some people will just do 1,000 flyers. I remember when I first came back into the conscious community promotion, I put my mindset into the mindset of a speaker. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but I should have kept the promotional mind. Because the promotional mind of me that did the Madison Square Gardens or the Randall's Island, we used to put out 200,000 flyers, or 20,000 flyers, or 50,000 flyers. Flyers is a very important part of promotion. Don't let nobody, that brother's doing a good work. He promoting flyers. That brother there, he promoting flyers. That's very important. That's very important. What's your promotion, brother? Phones and Andrew. What's your name, brother? Brother, that's what it's up. I'm a promoter, he's a promoter. That's what we do. We gotta support each other. Very important. Let me get one, Jay. We got you. There's Nicholas. We doing what we gotta do. Like this is where we do the big events sometimes. We got things. My man behind the counter is not one of the most, is one of the most extraordinary comedians. And very intelligent comedian. He's also a fellow star sign like me. Brother Dave Lester in the building, man. What's up, Dave? What's up? We filming, baby. You know, we all over the place. Now, Dave does a lot of comedy promotions. He does a lot of comedy productions. But tell him how you started in this whole producing and production of comedy.
Just loving what I do, man.
That's what I was telling you.
Loving the people I do it for. Right. It's Brooklyn, baby.
Brooklyn all day, every day. It's here. But you perform in Manhattan.
I'm all over. All over. Like the electricity of performing in front of your own people.
Right. See, me and you is the same sign, same day. The importance of loving what you do. Why is that so important?
Because this thing is a marathon, and it will knock you on your butt a couple of times, and if you don't love it, you will not get back up. You just there's no other way to put it.
That is true. And how important is promotion to you, brother?
If you can't get butts in the seat, how relevant are you?
How relevant are you?
It's about butts in the seat, and they want to be there. They gotta want to be there.
And I've heard Dave say some funny stuff. I remember one time we was waiting for people to come. My man Dave said, "Well, we'll be starting in the next 30 people." Now that was funny.
That's how it be sometimes. You know our people. Y'all need to get places on time.
Yeah, that's
lay your outfit out the day before.
To be like white folks, come and stand outside and wait for the people to open.
They bought their outfit Thursday for the Saturday event.
I know, that's what I like. But this is Dave Lester. What's your website, email, anything you got?
Get at King Simon. He'll get at me.
All right, I'm gonna get 10%. It's all about fucking, baby.
Hey, any promotion is good promotion as long as you spell his name.
Exactly. That's my man, Dave. We're over here with some beautiful sisters here doing a thing. Now, whoa, we got a supermodel in the building. No, stop playing. Now, how you doing, beautiful? Tell the world what's your name.
I'm Kelly. How are you?
Hey. Hi. Say hi to Norris behind the camera.
Hi, Norris.
That's right. Turtle gang. Now, Kelly is a model. Don't worry about it. Don't she look beautiful? Isn't she fabulous?
I just came from graduation.
Came from graduation? You graduated out of pretty university. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. How important it is that you love what you do.
I think it's very important because that's what drives you. If there's no passion behind it, then it'll translate onto the films, whether it's modeling or acting. I've been modeling for at least 10 years and I've got my ego bruised, but the passion of it makes me keep going.
That's right, keeps going. And that's what I put in my book. Love that's an old Asiatic proverb by Confucius. Always find a business or a job that you love and you'll never work a day in your life. I mean, I used to love doing the celebrity security around Spike Lee and Tupac, but when we lost those contracts and we had to go into buildings and odd jobs and all these, forget that. That's why I went into radio, did what I love to do, communicating with people, went into television on C-SPAN and BCAT and all that. That's why you got to love what you do. Dealing with models and beautiful women like this. So, Kelly, I am so honored that you're going to be able to document. I hope you get to come out to my event. I'll definitely put you on the VIP list and have some fun. At SOBs we're doing. I'm going to give you an invitation right before we leave here.
I appreciate that.
But this is Kelly. Make sure you hit her up. She's a model. We're here in the great Moshood, and she's modeled for Moshood for years.
Oh, yeah,
So I
We
know
just
what
had
it
a
is.
show.
Yeah, the
That's
third.
what-
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, I missed it. I was out of town. Yeah, I know what it is. But I'm so happy that you're doing. Love
I
you.
appreciate it too.
Thank you.
All right now.
That's Kelly. All right. It's like I said, no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name and her name right. All right. All right. Now, this is another form of street promotion that I do all the time. I do a thing called bike to car street promotion, where I hit up the windshield of the car. Usually, and as I'm riding, I do this at night, late time at night. Sometimes I hit the windshield. Sometimes I hit up the side door of the car, where certain card stocks are accessible. I mentioned this in my book in my meaning and terms because a lot of people don't understand. Sometimes I walk it and do it. I walk for miles and hit up cars and people at the same time. Now, if you don't understand the laws and codes behind this, you got to be very careful because some people can if it's their property. So if they don't want it on there, they can complain about it, what have you. But I try to at least move in certain neighborhoods you can't move. It's just like dropping flyers on different gates and different fences. If you see a sign on that particular fence, a car, I'm telling you, and it's telling you that it's not permitted to put any kind of flyers or solicit anything, don't do it. Because those people are the ones that will probably call the police on you and get you in trouble. It's an important thing. That's one of my ways of promotion, and that's called from hand to car promotion or from bike to car promotion. No promotion is bad promotion. Like I said, spell my name right. Welcome to another part of my life, one of the beginnings as far as in promotion and production. This is Atlantic Terminals, or what they call Atlantic Terminal Co-ops right now. A lot of change in this neighborhood. Matter of fact, they had 2 junkyards around their neighborhood back in the day. When I was younger, back in the 70s, they had 2 junkyards around here, which is now the football field and which is now the townhouses over there. I grew up around here when I was very young. I was probably like 9 when I first moved around here, 8, 9 years of age. And I used to live right there at 475, that building right there on the 3rd floor, 3B. Matter of fact, the Cold Crush brothers used to come over. JDL from the Cold Crush brothers used to come all the way over here. I think he was dating one of the girls in here. But he used to come all the way over here and visit us and do a little rhyme for us when we was younger, and we used to show enough respect. I think Grandmaster Flowers and all of them was here. They came through just to visit us. But this is one thing we like about this neighborhood, and I always enjoyed this neighborhood because, like I said, the camaraderie, the family, and like I said, I grew up around here, and that's why I had to come back around here and do what I had to do because I grew up in this neighborhood. One thing about promotion, you got to know your clientele and your people. You got to know what type of music they like. And inside here, we used to like the old school. We used to go back with the old school. We used to have fun with the old school. And we played old school music. We were playing Rapper's Delight and all that kind of stuff when we did our first party. We had these little tiny speakers, but for that household or that apartment at that time, it did what it did, and we had a good time. So just taking you back into one of my world, taking you back in time right here. I know my sister would remember it. She's looking at my cousins then would remember because this is where they used to come to visit us back in the day. Right here, Carlton and Fulton. This is Carlton Avenue and Fulton Street right here in Brooklyn. This is Atlantic Terminals, the great Atlantic Terminals. As you can see, there's a lot of renovation going on. It ain't the same as it used to be, but nothing stays the same. It is what it is. But I'd like to thank you to be a part of this world. Thank y'all for just keeping a part and being a part of this world, and all you that have supported over the years. This is where it all started as far as promotion and DJing and all that stuff started for me, and even singing and rapping. This is where it started for me. So, hey, like I said, no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. We're here. Peace. Welcome to my world. No promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Now, this is another portion of promotion that I do all the time. Usually I choose various days to do it. But Starbucks is one of those places that you can get online for free. As long as you support, buy a little juice, buy a little water, as long as you support them. But I also go to Barnes and Nobles and different other places. But in promotions, being that in this day and time, we have internet access, we have text messages. Back in the 80s when I was doing, we didn't have a lot of this stuff. We was doing hand-to-hand phone calls, flyers, posters, whatever we had to do, word of mouth, we meet people on the street. But this is what
This is when you have that little added extra. We have the internet where you can go online, send out blasts of emails. Now, I have like 10,000 people on my email list alone, especially when it comes to events that I do. That's why a lot of my events are very packed and filled with people, because not only does the email or the new technology of this day and time helps, but it also helps assist with the handbills and the posters that we might put out on the street. Very important part that I write in my book in regards to this is, that's why I say no promotion is bad promotion, and whatever you do, make sure you develop an email list. At every venue, you have a sign-in. You always have a sign-in. I mean, for Dr. Blair, for Phil Valentine, everybody that I have done, I had a sign-in of over 500 people. So it's very important that you get a sign-in so you can keep in contact, constant communication with those potential clientele, or that clientele that you have out there. So, one thing I'm doing right now is also sending text messages. I'm going to show you what's going on now. I'm sending out big text. I got a big text list that's going on right here. I'm sending out mass text of like 600 to 700 people in my phone. Usually I just press send message and bang. It sends out 25 every send that I do with my text message. Texting is very important also. We didn't have this back in the 80s or the 70s. We did not have this. So when I was doing other events back in the 80s, mid 80s to late 80s, I didn't have a text message. We didn't have cell phones. Matter of fact, I didn't even have a beep. So it is what it is. But I have to say I'm very happy about the new technology in this day and time, where you can just hit somebody up in the hip. Whoever got a cell phone, you might have an iPhone, you might have an Android, you might have a smartphone. I got a dumb phone, but it is all right. I'm not going to say anything about my dumb phone. I love my dumb phone, but it is what it is. But I'm glad that people are starting to really realize how important technology is. And we are in the age of Aquarius. We're coming into the age of Aquarius, so it's all about communication. So do not waste your time. Do not waste communication. Study it, master it, and if you're into promotion in any form or fashion, I don't care whether you promote fashion, whether you're promoting anything, or any type of business, get into communications. Start using that. I'm even going to be putting my book on ebook so you can actually download it for yourself. So very important thing to do. And look, like I always say, no promotion is bad promotion. Just make sure you spell my name right. Guess who I have just ran into in Starbucks? One of my ancient of day friends.
Hi.
It's so beautiful. How are you? Long time no see. Now, those who don't know who this beautiful sister is, she's not only the most beautiful chocolate sister that I know, she's also one of the greatest designers that I've known for many, many years. Underground, a lot of people don't, but she's been above ground, but sometimes she keeps her stuff underground and keeping the movement. And that's good. Always maintaining the groundwork. That's good for her. You know what I'm saying? She always kept her ears to the ground. Yes. Her name is Hot Cocoa from Hot Cocoa, the House of Hot Cocoa.
Yes.
That's right.
The House of Hot Cocoa.
That's right. Her creations are off the hook, especially the fashion bathing wear, the lingerie, they off the hook, son. Now tell people some of the magazines that you've been featured in.
I've done a couple of magazines. I've done Black Men's Magazine. I've done Straight Stunting. I've done The Best Man, the movie.
Yep.
I've done so many music videos for Jay-Z and Puffy, Lil Kim, The Roots. I've done a lot of those. I've done almost all the colleges.
All the colleges.
Just about.
I mean, the clubs.
I've done the clubs. I do the underground world. But what I do is I do swimsuits and lingerie, catsuits, dresses, anything that you can think of is stretch fabric.
That's right.
I've mastered the art of stretch fabric, and I've allowed the woman to give me her body to be my canvas so I can create around whatever her issues are and make her as perfect as possible.
That's right. And that's why we say the House of Hot Cocoa. It is her house, period.
The reason why it's called Hot Cocoa is because the designs are made to tempt and tease.
All right. Like I said, no promotion, bad promotion. Hot Cocoa's in the building. You're also on Facebook, Twitter,
Yes, all House of Hot Cocoa. Everything is House of Hot Cocoa.
MySpace still going on.
Yes, everything.
Well, thank you very much, Hot Cocoa.
Thank you.
And of course,
I'm glad I ran into you.
It wasn't no coinky dink.
Oh my goodness.
Love you.
I love you.
We're gonna street strong. Look, no promotion, bad promotion. Just spell my name right. That's right. Book is gonna be awesome. So keep it locked. We'll be back. Peace.
Ciao.
Yo, welcome to another part of my world. No promotion is bad promotion. I'm here at the world famous martial arts dojo with Professor Bill and Shion John Marshall in the building. Professor Bill McLeod is legendary with the legendary Master Moses Powell, Soke Little John, Grandmaster Anthony Muhammad, who I mentioned in the book, who have trained me when I was at When Worlds Collide and still coming in and out of different places. But these brothers are honorary members of my friendship for many years and family. This is family when I say family, I mean family. This is family. Us! First, we got to talk to brother Professor Bill. Now, Professor Bill, you kept it moving for a long time, especially after back.
Trying to keep the family moving on.
Keep the family moving and keeping it growing.
Yes, sir.
And you have a great dojo over here. And let's just let them know the website of this place first. Give me the website.
Website is studymartialarts.com.
Study martial arts.
www.studymartialarts.com.
And the number.
718-210-3190, 759 Washington Avenue.
759 Washington.
Sterling and St. John, second floor.
Now, we used to be at When Worlds Collide, and of course under the system of Sanukas. Now, tell everybody about Sanukas briefly, because it's a long history. I know you know it.
Sanukas is a system for urban survival. It's the way of the survivor. It's simplicity in martial arts. It reflects the Black experience in martial arts. My teacher, Dr. Moses Powell, it kind of brought this to bear to reflect the Black experience that Black people were having in terms of self-defense in the urban community.
Right.
And that's why I call it what we do urban jitsu, but it's still Sanukas and Vijitsu and Kamite Ruju Jitsu.
Right.
Because it expounds and reflects the Black experience and the urban experience in martial arts.
Mm-hmm. How long you been studying?
I started doing this I started doing more boxing. I started originally back in 63. 63. Yes, sir. Got into karate, from karate to jujitsu, from jujitsu, some kung fu, Southern Mantis, then Aikido. Studied with Lukeman.
You're doing everything.
Yes.
and of course, I gotta go to Shion John, who I go back to like ski trips to the craft festivals with his brother, the late great brother, Roosevelt Marshall. I have to say the great. And as a matter of fact, I mentioned the ski trips and the stuff that I used to do in the book, and of course I mentioned Roosevelt, and I mentioned brother John here, Shion John. Now, brother, how long have you been training? And back in the ski trip days, were you was also considered security in there, right?
Yeah, we did security for the ski trips.
Right.
We all, we rented out hotels.
Yes.
And
like in the day.
20 and 30 bus loads.
Yes, sir.
From all 3, 4, 5 different states, So
that's right.
It's a big thing then. Today, I don't know whether they can do that like we used to in those days.
I doubt.
People just went there to have fun for that weekend.
That's right. That's right. And being that this book is about promotion, I mean, how important that your brother emphasized so much promotion. How important was
Roosevelt really went out there and sold what he was trying to present.
Right.
He wanted to have good entertainment.
That's right.
People, when they wanted to let their hair down and have fun, that's what he did. That's what he promoted. So it's not just ski trips, but boat rides.
Too.
We did it all.
Craft festivals.
We took our own entertainment. Right. UMC shows.
Yeah, I had some fun.
So it was a big
King
thing.
Simon.
Yeah.
That's it. Or Simon Temple back in the day.
Keep out of Philly, keep out of DC, everywhere.
And it was old and young.
Old and young.
Mixed and was partying together. That's what we did. Yes. And it was a very good
family affair.
Family affair.
Exactly what
and I came along, and then it was with Terrell Dixon. He also came in, and then he started doing his own thing after Roosevelt passed on. Made God rest his dead.
Hey, we had one of the best DJs, DJ Shane.
DJ Shane was there. That's right. DJ Shane.
One of the best DJs around.
I haven't seen him in a long time, but we did a lot. Also, going back to the martial arts with Professor Bill. Now, promotion. Y'all had to go and do a lot of tournaments to promote what you do, to promote your dojo. You had to be out there in the community. Y'all was at St. John's Community Center. You was all over. Can you tell the people about the promotion of the martial arts out and throughout the community?
Well,
you know, Dr. Power, he started out at 258 teaching in school. He went from 258 to St. John's. He went from St. John to One World West. He went from One World West back down to 554 Atlantic Avenue.
Yes.
And then he left New York and went to Florida. Then he came back to New York and World Collides. And then he, you know, he passed on, and Anthony moved to Chicago. And I'm holding it down here back at the BK, man. And me and Jay-Z, we bringing it back to Brooklyn. Bringing it back to Brooklyn.
I'm here because this is where a lot of this started for me. Because I you know, Dr. Powell, I was introduced actually to Dr. Powell when I was young, just by a picture, when I was a child, 8 years old. And then I always wanted to know, because we was always into Bruce Lee back in those days. You know what I'm saying? But when you start seeing black martial artists, that's where Professor Dr. Powell, Master Duncan, and all these different puppet and all these peoples out there, Sophie Little John. When you start seeing the handworks that they doing, all that stuff they doing, it's like, whoa. You wanted to find out where your family is at.
It was like watching Jesus walk water.
Yes, Jesus walk water. That's right. And that's why it was so surprising to watch people like Jim Kelly or Brother Levan Cliff, Cliff, and all these guys on the movies, and then Gordon's war with Dr. Powell. Doing the bodyguard. I remember that. So this is family. This is where it's all at. And if you want to come to a good dojo where they train in Aikido, Tai Chi, Sanukas rule, Jiu-Jitsu, anything you want to learn, kickboxing, this is the place to come to. Say that website for me again.
www.studymartialarts.com.
And the number, please.
718-210-3190. 759 Washington Avenue between St. John and the Sterling, second floor.
That's right. Don't forget, and they write on top of Mayday, right over here. That's a legendary hardware store. It's been around for a long time. I'm born right on the block. And across from my boy Shane. That's my boy Shane. I gotta pick him up. I love y'all, man. Thank y'all very much for this short interview. And we're gonna be in it. No promotion is bad promotion. Just spell their name right. We in the building. When I decided to write this book, it was the night that my aunt died, who happens to be his mother, on February 19th of 2012, and I set up an altar for her next to her mother, which is my grandmother, Lillian Alberta Walters, and his mother, who was Aunt Verena, or affectionately known as Aunt Tiny. You know, she was a great journalist from out of Jamaica, and she wrote for like everybody. So I just want you to go into what being that I started writing, and I know you're a writer. What was it about your mother and journalism, and what attracted her to that, and also music, because she was also into that.
That attracted her to that and inspired you.
And inspired me.
Yeah, and inspired all of us. Well, one thing I think what it was how close we were as family. You know, that's how I see things. My aunt just wasn't just Aunt Tiny to you. You know what I'm saying? It was Aunt Tiny. You know what I'm saying? That's how we work. That, you know, I don't know if it's just a family thing or it's a Jamaican thing or West Indian thing or whatever. But the thing is that we know relatives as this person or that person. They're like a legend. You know what I'm saying? We just don't have it as Uncle So-and-so. It's Uncle So-and-so. And we take on all the natures and all the aspects of that person as we can without being that person.
Yeah.
So when we talked about my mother or your Aunt Tiny, and we knew that she was a writer, and we knew that a playwright, an editor, writing books, journalist, actress, also. You would want to do that also. So that's all I grew up with. I grew up with just seeing her and my father just writing all the time, going from this parish to that parish, this city to that city, this state to that state, this country to that country, you know? And they were always typing. All I saw was typing. They were always typing. And I remember the satisfaction. Peace. All right. I remember the satisfaction in which they received. I was a child, but I was feeding off of their satisfaction. I was feeding off of their anxieties. I was feeding off of their stress. I was feeding off of their trying to be creative. So I remember when they had a deadline and they didn't get anything done, you know, and it was coming down to the wire, and they had to run up into Blue Mountain and write a whole play 2 nights, stuff like that, when or when they won some award, to see, the fulfillment of their endeavor.
Right.
So you were there, you were around there at that time. So it pretty much washed off on all of us.
Mhm.
So I, through our lives, we stayed pretty much tight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is my cousin.
Like
We have to remember, we're cousins.
Yeah.
But he's like closer to me in some aspects than my siblings.
Mm.
So the whole thing about it is that we've watched and we've nourished and we've pretty much helped and healed and repaired ourselves, all of our lives. We've never been outside of the circles of ourselves. Okay, so the thing is that's why we're able to click, we're able to feed off of each other real quick. We know what the other one's thinking. So when I'm saying we're gonna do a music video show, we do a music video show. When you say I'm gonna get on air, you're gonna get on air. When we're gonna form a reggae band, we're gonna form a reggae band. You know what I'm saying?
Excellent bass player, mind you.
Oh, thank you. Excellent singer. And it has a lot to do with the matriarchs of the family, our family heritage, strong women, and not settling for less.
Right.
And men who do for self.
We're here at the African Arts Festival, man, and promotion is what it is around here. It's good to go to different festivals, different outside events to promote to your people as much as you can. I try to hit up as much as our people. I'm helping out Queen of Four also, who's an extraordinary health practitioner, and we might go over there and talk to her briefly and let her know, find out what's going on with her, because she's been a very major supporter of what I do, and her health products has helped me to stay on the street. I'm 45 years younger. People think I was like 14 years because of the way I still look, and people still think I still got the same energy. Yes, I do. I still got the same energy. And like I always said on radio, I run on solar and lunar energy. Just purchase a bottle and get my vibe. That's how we doing it. Welcome to my world, SOB.
Hi, Francisco. I call this SOB's University. I really learned a lot. It inspired me to go to Baruch College to learn entertainment business because I really wanted to learn it. I mean, really learn it. You learn about contracts. You learn about setting up the venue, who to contact, how to talk with managers and agents, how to do signage. The cons are the hours that you're kept away from your family. It's long hours. And rain or shine, when you say you're going to be out there promoting, even though you have a promotional team, I was still out there promoting along with my promotional team. So the cons is the long hours away from family. The pros are what you learn, and it will never ever leave you. You can take it anywhere. And my motto used to be, what good is a party or an event if no one knows about it? I think the book that King Simon is presenting is an excellent way into that world of promotion because he has done it firsthand, and experience is the best teacher. And everyone has their own way of doing things, but King Simon is like, we were out there, we know what it means to put it down, to make sure that every person has a flyer, every venue, even a bathroom, even a telephone booth, wherever, on the subway trains, every place is a potential ticket. The book is very important and I endorse it 110%. And I would encourage anyone who is interested in learning about promotions, get the book, buy it, support it, come and talk to him, and His arms are always open, and he's a fun person to be around. Very funny person to be around, and I love him.
Welcome to my world. I actually started when I was, well, I was actually born in the promotional world, as I will be explaining in my book. My father used to own a club and a lounge when they moved here from Jamaica, and he went into the military. As he came out of the military, the same year I was born, is when he opened up his first club and lounge, right in our house, in the basement. Yeah, I mean, our Caribbean people, we're very innovative, or people in general from wherever you're from Caribbean. If you have a creative mind, then you become very innovative of what you have to do. So you have to have thick skin. You can make a lot of money if you're very creative. You can on Sunday, October 9th in Stone Mountain Village from 2 to 7 p.m. Papa Ashwa Kwesi and the Red Pillar will be in Stone Mountain. Get your tickets through Linktree/King Simon the Numerator or text now at 347-496-1022. Get your tickets now. It's the Numerovational session with King Simon. Text your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022 and get my books on Amazon now. Hey, remember you can get my books also through Linktree. Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com or Linktree at King Simon the Numerator. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numerovation for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now. Live off of promoting and production if you're creative and flexible in what you're doing. The downs is when you have a lot of people that might not share your vision, that you consider friends or family, and that has been painful to me for many years. That you might have family members that say they support you, but don't really support you. Or friends that say they support you, don't really support. Then you have those on the street that hate on you. I say that because even in the movie American Gangster, when the Italian mobster spoke to Denzel's character Frank Lucas and says success has enemies. So when you realize that success has enemies, and you could either be unsuccessful and have friends, or successful and have enemies, you have to make that choice, and that is true. And every time I see that in that movie, The American Gangster, when that Italian guy says that after Frank Lucas's wife gets shot at, when I see that type of when I hear that kind of information, because I study movies, I take that to heart. That either you're going to be successful and have enemies, or you're going to be unsuccessful and have friends. Which one you want to choose? I'm not here to love everybody and have everybody love me. Marilyn Monroe died because of that. I ain't got no time for that. That's her business. God rest the dead. But I feel that those that are really truly my friends will stick with me from thick to thin in this promotion through the ups and downs. Those who really are my family will stick to me for thick and thin. And my major inspiration in this business, through all the ups and downs, the pros and cons, is my 9 children. That's it. That's what keeps me moving. Even if I don't have it now, they will have it later on. And that's how I feel about the ups and downs of this business. I would definitely change how people how people show respect to one another. I would, if I was in control of all the promotions in the world, it would probably be a more spiritual base, not religious, more spiritual base to understand as above, so below, and understand that if one gets into promotion, it has to be who you are from inside, not just what you want to be just to make money. Because many promoters out there are not really promoters. Just like many producers out there, not real producers. Some of them are just in it for the money. And like people like Cafunia and people like Larry Gold of SOBs and various other people that I've worked with have stressed over the years, if you don't love this business and you're only in it for the money, you're going to have a real hard time surviving in a business. I'm going near 20 years in promotion right now. 20 years. We're going on 20 years as far as dealing with major promotions. But it's definitely been over 20 years when I started at 12 years old promoting little parties and little events, hooky parties I've done. So what I would change is that the respect and the spiritual base of promotion I would change. Try to guide people to understand themselves from inwardly if they're supposed to do it or not supposed to do it. Because a lot of people are doing things that they're not supposed to do, and they're having a very miserable time surviving in the promotional game. I always tell and explain to young promoters that they have everything at their fingertips right now. Because promoters like myself or older promoters will tell you we didn't have text messages, we didn't have emails, we didn't have social networks. We had only phone or a handbill or a poster. I mean, even in my book, I explained the history of Marcus Garvey being able to galvanize 15 million people without major technology, quote unquote, or without modern technology. So I always believe that going back to the basics is so important. And that's what I learned from people like Larry Gold here at SOB, people like the Dow Twins, from Dow Twins and Friends Productions, that does the Intrepid every year for the last 28 years. And I learned that the basics of promotion is what we always have to go back to. Word of mouth. Word of mouth. That is the most basic thing about promotion. So it's important to me that people understand that from a whole nother level, from a spiritual level as well as a physical level. So I'm very honored to know that we're doing what we have to do to make that happen.
What tips would you give someone trying to enter the business?
Like I said before, you have to love it. You have to love it enough that you have to love it enough that you would do it for free. This have to be something that you love that you do for free. And like people have explained to me in many years that they have done some things for free. Most of the stuff I've done for free just to get my foot in the door. Matter of fact, I started at SOBs as an intern first. And then due to my nature or my numbers or the way I resonate with people in some form or fashion, I always get propelled to the top, to the forefront of any business that I'm at. Even in school, I was always propelled to the forefront of it. So I guess, and I explained that in my book, No Promotion is Bad Promotion, just spell my name right, about my number being born February 1st, being a number one. And number ones always are the first in the class, or the originals, or the people that does things first, or people always being thrown to the top. And I commend people like Lloyd Strayhorn, and those that have helped me to understand who I am and what I am and why I do what I do. And I suggest to all people out there that's getting into any business, learn it, study it, and make sure it is for you. Make sure you gravitate to that. And exactly that's what I write in the book about gravitating to what you love. I love the microphone. I remember sitting on a train, and I explained this in my book one time, that I sat on a train and Spanish brothers came in. It didn't matter what they were speaking. It only mattered about what that person pulled out of his pocket, and it was a microphone. And that microphone was a beautiful platinum microphone. And I stopped reading my book, literally stopped reading my book to look at that microphone, because the first thing that came to mind is, what can I do with that microphone as far as MC any event or taking how would it look on the stage of Forest Hills or Randall's Island? That's the first thing. So you gotta love what you do. You gotta gravitate to what you got. You gotta really care and really have it in you to make it happen if you really want to do it. So that's what I have to tell those people. Love what you do, and those are the tips. And then follow through by research and connecting with other people that can take you to the next level. A lot of people usually ask me why I smile so much. Let me tell you, Aunt Tiny was the first person to take me to a dentist in Jamaica. I remember that. And the dentist tried to give me a lollipop, and I said, no, I want the toothbrush.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah, that was so funny. Me and my sister went to the dentist, and I went to the dentist. I wanted the toothbrush. Okay. I think it had
Mr.
more
Impossible.
joy.
No, you Mr. Impossible. Yeah, okay. Oh, shoot. The opposite.
Yeah, I was like,
Okay.
yeah, get the candy. I mean, I probably took one, and I was like, yeah, but I want the toothbrush too. Please give me that. But thank you, Aunt Tiny. May the Creator always be pleased with you and for doing what you've done for all of us.
Yes.
Grandma, of course, all of our ancestors. That's why I shout out the ancestors in our book. But you know, this writing is in us, and you know, Rob is an excellent writer, and brother, he used to help me with my music when we used to sing in the bands and all that, and other bands he's helped out also. So you know, and this brother here is excellent at what he does. You know, so and
I like
also
to empower people.
he like to empower
Yes.
people.
I
Also,
like to know what you want and give it to you.
also a great proofreader. You want a proofreader?
Yeah.
This man can proofread and edit your stuff.
It's funny that we've always said that we want to write things. So we have a whole lifelong of etchings. And, one thing about us is that we read a lot. We're pretty much historians.
Right.
So you probably don't know this, but you are.
Yeah.
So you're holding a lot of history in you, and it needs you want to lay it out. So something you do in your books, you do in helping music, helping people in promoting, in every aspect of if you think about what you've been doing. You know what I'm saying? You are empowering people, and at the same time you're leaving their legacy. You know what I'm saying? So I salute you.
I thank
you. I really do, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
He's definitely a part of my life. And like I say, like on my mother's side, there's a lot of women, majority of women, but it was my father's side that I connected with a lot because that's where the brothers were.
That's right. There you go.
More the men was there.
Yeah, you got the cousins and the male cousins on the outside.
Yeah, more male cousins. Yeah, the records of the Mackenzies that had like 9 boys.
That's right. That's true.
So we was connected like that, and that's what kept me balanced.
Yeah, but he's the prince.
You know, we all the prince.
Yeah, I know, but he's the prince.
But I want to thank you, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Trudy was here. We could do a chip and all. Thank my brother here. Thank my cousin here. Thank my family. Thank this place for even having me here.
And hopefully still being here.
And we're hoping to still be in here. No promotion is bad promotion. Just spell our name right. Spell my name right. Spell his name right. And hey, you want to give out any contacts, or you?
No, we're good. I just want to say, no, hold on. I
Contact me.
just want to say to the next book.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
What about everything?
Yeah.
Thank
you. Maybe next book.
That's right.
All right. Peace.
Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com or Linktree at King Simon the Numero Beta. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numero Beta for mental stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Number are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now. On Sunday, October 9th in Stone Mountain Village from 2 to 7 p.m. Papa Ashwa Kwesi and the Red Pillar will be in Stone Mountain. Get your tickets through Linktree/King Simon the Numero Beta or text now at 347-496-1022. Get your tickets now. It's the Numerovational session with King Simon. Text your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022 and get my books on Amazon now. Hey, remember you can get my books also through Linktree. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for watching. Of course, I'm just running down the last of the commercials. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for watching.
Thank each and every one of y'all for watching.
Turn that down. Of course, this coming Sunday, we're going to have a great day. We're going to have a great day this coming Sunday. If you haven't gotten your tickets, get your tickets now. If you're in the Atlanta area or the Stone Mountain area or all the surrounding areas or in the surrounding states, Alabama, Albany, that's Albany, Georgia, and all those places. If you can come on out, come on out. This is going to be a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful event. This is actually my first major production that I've doing in Atlanta, and there's going to be much more. Workshops, private workshop, online workshops, all of that is coming. Okay? And vendors, we got a few more vendor space left. You just have to bring your own table. At the price is $99. No food vendors, no drink vendors, but everything else you can vend as long as you ain't selling weed and nothing crazy, you know. I mean, CBD is all right, you know, the massage oils and all that stuff. But text me now. You got to bring your own table. We have the chairs for you. You're allowed one guest at $99. You're allowed you and another person. Young people are free as long as they can be controlled and not too much noise. Between 5 and probably 13, they are absolutely free at this event, so they can learn, because you never know what you start to put into the young minds of a child. So it's always important. I love when children are a part of my events, as long as we can keep them at peace and doing what they do. And remember, support the Royal Chamber right here. They big up to Blue Pill, Red Pill, Malik, of course, High Heels, and of course, Rashida, and all the staff over there at Royal Chamber, located at 49 Bennett Street, Northwest. And new book sponsor, big up to, of course, Joshua Selden. Big up to Joshua Selden. Make sure you go to his IG at Young God. That's YUNG God _235. And his other IG is at I Am Publishing. Supercharge your imagination with affirmation that will open the eye in your mind to infinite possibility by Joshua Selden. That's the new book he has out, so make sure you will get that book. Also, don't forget Ankara Fashion Show happening on the 22nd, happening on October 22nd in Lauderdale, Florida. That's right, it's going to be off the hook, I'm telling you. And don't forget, on November the 26th, the one, the only tribute to Dr. Sabi with the Young Gods coming in, KT, Victor Bowman, and of course, Mr. G. And don't forget, we're doing the Cosmic 19 alignment and enhancement meta shot from the beach to the venue
Hopefully it don't rain that day, but we ain't gonna put that out there because we're gonna be doing remote viewing and all that kind of stuff and meditations and all that on the beach. And then we're gonna do the lecture inside the venue that the bungalow venue that we're having. Only a certain amount of people is allowed, so it is what it is. But we will be live streaming. We'll be live streaming at another rate, a lesser rate. So if you want to be part of the live stream, text me at 347-496-1022. And big up to Professor Griff, who just texted me. You are the song you sing. Text him at 678-557-2919. And of course, teasandtings.com, teasandtings.com for the statement teas for vegans. And if you want to do a pre-recorded session with me and this beautiful sister Empress Etoy, holistic new motivation producers, all you have to do is text your first name and your date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022, and we'll take care of you. You'll get the details of how much you got to pay. It's not that much. So we just want to tune you up with a pre-recording of your first name and your date of birth. Also, big up to Lloyd Strayhorn. Big up to the one, the only Lloyd Strayhorn. Go to his website, lloyd-strayhorn.com. That's lloyd-strayhorn.com. If you want to take any of my classes, udemy.com. That's udemy.com. Just push in the word numerovation, numerovation, numerovation. That's right, numerovation is the new wave, motivating people with their numbers. And remind everybody, if they want to take the whole course that myself and eToy produce, all you have to do is text the word course and you'll get it on your email and you'll get it via your text message. So you'll have the course. Once you pay for the course, we will text the course to you and give you a disclaimer and all that kind of stuff as far as whatever we text and email to you. Of course, this is on sale. New motivation for mental stability, very important for this day and time, because a lot of people are suffering from mental instability right now, thinking about all kinds of stuff. But you can get all my books at linktree/King Simon the New Motivator. That's linktree/King Simon the New Motivator. You can order those books right now and support. And again, this is celebrating 10 years. 10 years. As you can see, it got 5 stars. 5 stars. All you have to do is go to that link tree and you will get my book at Linktree right there /King Simon the New Motivator. And if you want to book a session with me, my waiting list is in October now, so you can book. So if you book now, more than likely you'll get your sessions done right around the 2nd week of October or the 3rd week of October or the 4th week going into November. So text me if you want your private to talk to me directly, get it recorded, all of that. And remember, all the other sessions are recorded also. So text me your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. Content disclaimer: the views, comments, and opinions expressed by guests or all speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel, broadcasters, and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Also, copyright disclaimer under Section of 107, Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. And I'm going to close with Dr. Blair's prayer. Make sure you support Dr. Blair's Legacy Shop right now. Support him. www.themethacenter2.com. Please, Universal Creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth and your love now. We say it one more time before we leave. Take a deep breath. Release. Please, Universal Creator, know in our hearts that we love you. Please protect us and this planet on which we live now. Please open our minds, our spirits, and our souls to receive only truth and your love now. Thank you very much, Dr. Blair. Once again, there's no bells and whistles today, no applause, not too many music. Just want to say love, respect, and once again, thanks for watching, celebrating 10 years of this promotional video that I did. No promotion is bad promotion, and the book. So if you can get the book, by all means, go to the link tree right there on the bottom. Go to the link tree right at the bottom right there. And also get this 10th year anniversary of this book. No promotion is bad promotion, and all publicity is good publicity. Just spell my name right. Very good book as I introduce you to the in my world of promotion and production and how to do it wherever you are. You can promote from a small level to a large level. I'm all about helping people and taking it to the next level because I'm not going to be here forever, but I want you to have the knowledge. All right? Take care, family. And don't forget, tomorrow, the Blue Pillar will be with us at 9 p.m. right here on YouTube at, of course, King Simon Presents Only Quality People. Peace and love.